Hello everyone, it's Cribini and Tina.
Hi.
Welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day and that you are in the best of health.
Yes, with health as always being most important. Today we want to talk about something we haven't talked about in a while. In fact, it's one of our really old videos. It is paying bills.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about paying bills in the DR and paying bills in Portugal. And then we'll go over what's better, what's easier, why not, the haves, have-nots. Let's get into it, shall we?
Go for it.
Okay, well, in the Dominican Republic, we did a video and we said on there, it was actually called How to Pay Bills in the Dominican. We talked about Zoom, a PayPal affiliate, which you can use to pay bills without having to leave your home. We especially found out about it during the pandemic because a lot of places you couldn't go pay. We had a curfew. Remember that?
Absolutely.
Trying to run around during that?
That is true. And I'm glad we found that app, Tina. That was such a lifesaver, especially for me.
Yeah. And it was also a much easier and cheaper way to transfer money from your home's country bank, whatever you're from. For us, it was from the USA to our Dominican Republic bank. A lot of people, they love to stand in that Western Union Poppy line and wait for a long, long time to get money brought over so that they can go to their bank then after that and have to deposit it. Zoom is a much easier way and a much cheaper way to do it. You literally can do it right online from your house and it's only a $2.95 fee. So you might want to look into that for that alone. But on there, you can also play your Claro, your Altice, which is your cell phone and internet bills. Mm-hmm. And then you can pay Edenorte. So whether you have Edenorte or Edesur, depending on where in the island you're located, which is your electric company, you can pay it through there also. Corazon, the water company, still has to be paid through them. So you're either going to the company like you used to have to walk and do.
Sure did. You get an Uber over there to pay the water bill.
Mm-hmm. Or you can do via telephone, which I used to do because it's all in Spanish, but I can follow the prompts and pay it online or on the phone. Or you can go online and go through their website and pay through certain banks. If you bank with Banco Santa Cruz, the mobile app on there has the ability to pay your Corazon bill, your Edenorte, and your Claro for no fees. So I would check with your Dominican bank and see if they have that ability too, because that's much simpler. You set up the payment, you pay it, you're done. So, but you have to do it from your DR account. So you can't do it from an American account. For those that are right about to ask, can I do that from the US?
Right.
You cannot. It has to be a Dominican-based bank account. Gas, remember that lovely thing? Remember what you had to do to pay gas?
I had to go in the bank and pay the gas bill.
Yes, so Banco Popular is the company the bank that does business with the gas company, at least it was in Santiago. So what we had to do was have him go and pay our gas bill. You would have to take all your information and go in and pay it in person. It was the only way.
And also in cash, not the card.
Yes, that's right.
In cash.
Unless you have an account with Banco Popular, yes. So Portugal, now switching gears, has a great and economical way to transfer money, and that is TransferWise. So we had to switch because Zoom did not work here in Portugal. TransferWise does, but again, low fees. So the money seemed to also appear in the account much quicker. So again, to explain what we're doing, when we're taking money from our US bank, and we need it just transferred over into our Portuguese bank. Of course, Chase, who is our US bank, would have done it, but they charge huge wire and transfer fees. I'm not paying that. So it's much easy and simpler to just use an account on TransferWise, do it yourself, and get your money within 1 to 3 days. So I found that a lot quicker than Zoom. Zoom sometimes took 3 to 5 days. So that's good.
That's almost a week. Yeah.
But it's, it's the ease, Sometimes you got to wait. So you just do it in advance, plan well.
Then you pack your patience.
Yeah. And here, Mio, the cell phone and internet provider plus cable, because we have a triple package. Gulp, which is electric, and our water company, which is SMAS, all have the ability, just like in the US, to set up automatic payment via the internet. and your Portuguese bank, so you have the comfort and the punctuality of paying your bills online straight from your Portuguese account. Love it. So I have everything automatically set up just like I used to have in the US. I never had to worry about, is this paid? When's it due? Remember that in the DR? I had literally had a calendar with alerts for all the days.
That's exactly important, because you guys, you want to make sure you pay your bills with utility web, because you're establishing credit, you're building all over again, and you want to make sure you pay your bills on time. So this is the good, easy, economical way to do it, and to keep you out of getting into a jam.
Because one huge difference between the two, definitely, is that the mail does not arrive on time in the DR. It barely even comes. It doesn't even show up. So in the DR, like we've said in a million videos, like I'm serious, your electric and your cell phone, all those bills, they may come, your water bill, but it might come days after it was already due. It may come a day before it's due, or it may not come at all, because there was like a month it didn't come, then we get a bill the next month. And I was like, oh, so this month they decided to bring the bill. You know, so what are you going to do? They will cut off your utilities.
So we had to actually go in there. I would do it. I would say, you know what, babe, we didn't get the bill for the water, so whatever.
We knew.
So
to pay it,
I would just get in the Uber and go over there and pay it.
Yeah.
And she said, well, it wasn't due. I said, well, I don't pay it anyway. I'll pay it forward. So we wouldn't have to have that problem, because, I mean, ain't nothing no worse than them cutting off your utilities or whatever you have if the stuff ain't paid on time.
Yes, and the only one that would let you pay in advance was the water company.
Right, they sure did.
No one else would.
Electric,
so those of you that want to go back and forth and you know your bills are going to be due, that's probably why you want to use something like Zoom in the DR, because you don't have the ability to pay in advance. It'll just get shut off while you're gone. In Portugal, though, the mail does arrive on time and accurately. We always have gotten, so far, all of our bills, and we have had the ability to also get e-bills, electronic bills, which I love, here in Portugal. So all of my bills have always arrived, just like they do in the U.S., weeks in advance, so that you have enough time to know that that money's going to come out of your account.
Which is a big difference where we came from.
Yeah.
A big old giant difference. Because, we go somewhere, we stay in a hotel for a couple of days, something like that. Right. We ain't got to worry about meeting the cutoff, running back here, whatever. We can just relax, enjoy vacation, whether you're on a golf course or at the beach, whatever. It just takes a lot of pressure and stress off of your lifestyle.
Right. And you always want to make sure to keep all receipts, no matter which country, when you've paid your bills, because especially in the DR, they would ask us, because they didn't have the ability to look up had we paid something. So they would ask you to prove that you paid it. Claro did this to us a couple of times.
Yes, they did.
Where they were like, oh, so you paid that? And you're like, yeah, I paid that bill. They're like, show me. And they want the actual receipt.
Do you have proof you paid that? We experienced that, and then we got to get the manager involved, and everybody else involved, and we already paid.
Yeah.
So from that moment, we start keeping. I don't care if it's from the water company, the gas company, whatever it is. We keep every receipt that we have. So this is very important, guys. Keep your receipts, even if you're in the States, wherever you are. Yeah. Keep your receipts, because it's good to have a track record. Because they can easily flip the script and say you didn't pay nothing. Now you got a problem.
So, you're always in charge of knowing, paying, keeping track of your bills when they're due. DR is very old school in that respect, whereas Portugal is very tech friendly. You have apps, you can see your last payment, how much you paid, how much did you use everything is on there. So just cover your own butt. That's all I can say, literally. So in comparison, in paying bills in the US, then the Dominican Republic, and now in Portugal, since those are the three places we've lived so far, we definitely find the easiest to be the USA, because, of course, they're always lined up to take your money.
Yeah, they'll take your money quick and in a hurry.
Even in months in advance, they'll take your money. Portugal is very similar to the USA with ease and technology, so that we have found it to be just as nice to pay the bills in Portugal. And Dominican Republic, unfortunately, comes in last place because it's the hardest and is still behind times a little bit, doing things still a little old school.
Right. And even when you go to the bank, everything you got to take care of. Everything is old school, wait for the teller or whatever. They don't have the kiosks that they have in the United States.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. Very important stuff. It's your business. How you handle it will determine what kind of day you're going to have.
Yep.
So, in the meantime, between the time, always remember that life is is to be enjoyed.
Yes, always remember to hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, give this an all video a thumbs up because it's the free and easy way to patron the channel. And remember that all information is under every video.
So, until next video, peace.